What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Will Hunters. You're now tuned into Legendary Wisdom, where you're gonna gain information to guide you throughout your journey. You know what I'm saying? Help you whatever field of life that you're going down, or whatever path of life you're going down, I should say. Today, I'm joined with a special guest today. Uh, she's an influencer. She corrected me the last time because I told her she was a trainer. And she was like, nah, that's not, I'm a health and wellness coach. I said, okay, I respect that. But need no introduction, entrepreneur as well. Let me make sure I add that in. Taelor B, what's going on?
Hello.
What's going on with you? How you feeling?
I'm phenomenal.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, no, I make sure every day is phenomenal. Even if it's really not, I train my mind.
Facts.
So.
Yeah. So now today we're gonna talk about entrepreneurship. We're gonna talk about health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that I talk about health and wellness, and I got a health and wellness coach on the show. And we're just gonna talk about a lot of things that, you know, what gems we feel like giving y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I say that. We're gonna talk about what we want to give y'all at the end of the day. But tell the people about you, you know, for those who don't know who you are, tell them your story.
Well, I've been in health and wellness for almost a decade. You know, of course, those who do know, I started off with more like training. Like
Right.
all you saw was training. You know, I've always known that I have more to me,
Right.
but I never really showed that much.
Right.
You know, regards to like even my career and what I do, like some people, like when I tell people, I just be like, yeah, no, I do physical therapy. They be like, what? You do physical therapy?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'd be like, yeah, that's my actual career path.
Right.
You know, I've been in physical therapy since like 2015,
Mhm.
you know, and I'm still pursuing that.
Yeah.
And then like down the line, of course, that's when I really got super duper heavy into nutrition. I never really showed that part either. I just showed you how I got the results.
Right.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's really what all that matter.
Exactly.
Nobody understood that. Like they don't care about the process.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
and they only want to see, oh, this is what I want to look like, whatever the case may be. But they never really want to see the process behind it. So
Yeah.
I kind of barely just start showing more throughout the years. What it looks like
Yeah.
with nutrition, with juicing, with detoxing. I was doing this behind closed doors until I
Right.
really brought it out to the light.
Exactly.
It was like, you know what? Nah, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't really show it. Like I'll be
Exactly.
like, you know, just
Yeah.
talking just to talk, but I'm not really showing exactly what I'm doing.
I feel that.
You know? So yeah, I've just been going hard ever since. So health and wellness is key. I mean, key to life, really.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So yeah.
So let me ask you though. So not most of the time when people come to you and they like, you know, I'm trying to lose weight. What's the first thing you tell them?
I just be like, okay, so how's your nutrition?
Right.
Before I get into that about, okay, like if you want to do this, you know, then I'll ask whenever you're ready.
Exactly.
Because like some people like to hear themselves talk, and I don't want to hear anyone talk anymore.
Yeah, I feel
You
that.
know, like if you about it, let's take immediate action
Facts.
to get exactly where we need to be at.
Facts.
But if you're not asking me no questions, then what we doing? We wasting time.
Yeah, because most people just be thinking you just gonna get on a treadmill, you gonna lose your weight, and at the end of the day, you can't eat horribly and then go to the gym and just do cardio all day.
It happens honestly. I'm going to say like 98 of this world's population is going to do what they want to do to begin with.
Facts.
So it's just like,
Facts.
okay, I want to know, like, okay, give me a whole breakdown before I actually move over to actually talking to you.
Right.
You have to book an appointment with me.
Yeah, for sure.
I have wellness consultations where you can either fill out a form for free or you're going to pay for a consultation via Zoom.
Respect that.
You know?
Respect that.
So if you want me to ask answer a basic question, I don't mind doing that.
Right.
So
I feel that. So I noticed this past year. I didn't notice it before, but I seen that every year you give back to the homeless on your birthday.
yeah.
What started that? What influenced you to do so?
It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I just didn't have the resources to get down there, and on top of that, I didn't want to go down there by myself.
Right.
But since I have a team, a solid foundation now that has, you know, their foundation down there that I'm able to connect with and go down there. I started it last year. It was just like, oh shoot, this is the perfect opportunity. This is something I really want to do.
Right.
Like that's been a goal for a very long time. Like that's already been a part of my life plan. Like it's really just giving back because it's much more than it's bigger than me.
Right.
You know, and once I put myself in a position where I'm able to just take care of everybody around me, that's going to be one of the top 5 places that I go to.
I respect that.
You know, so it's a huge that's huge for me, and I'm really huge with just giving back to my community and just to people. Yeah. I already do it on a regular basis, so I might as well just do it for my people.
Yeah.
You know.
So where do you draw your inspiration and motivation from? What drives you at the end of the day?
My why. And I didn't really come out as far as for like letting people know anything about me. I've always been like kind of like a closed book. Yeah. And I kind of like throughout the years, like even from the beginning, I felt the reason to not even explain myself to nobody.
Right.
I just felt like, you know, this is who I am. Nobody can stop me. And I have all of this in me. So I'm just going to do whatever I'm supposed to do. You know, the drive, that's not, some people say, oh, you're going to eventually bring yourself out. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Right. You know, so it really is my why that keeps me going. My mother is my biggest why. You know, just my childhood trauma, just in general too. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna say that it kind of like fully messed me up, because I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't experience the things I experienced. Just overall, I kind of don't share a lot of things that I've encountered in my life that's put me in a position to where I didn't know if I was gonna really make it, you know. So the help, like the health part, you know, in the middle of my life, really what drives me of even sharing juices and detoxing and stuff like that is, it's a deep reason why I go like really, really hard now with juicing. I started in 2017. The traumatic experience happened in 2017. You know, and I'm getting to a place where I can share what happened to me. But let's just say that it definitely put me in a life-threatening situation. No, it's fine, because now I'm able to help others that are fighting that type of I'm gonna just say like sickness, you know. So I'm like convinced that I was able to cure myself and put myself in the healthiest position. Right. You know. Right. So now I feel like it's my turn to really let people know, like, this is what's going to change the health game. Like, this is what's going to possibly save your life. Yeah. So I go harder in that more than anything.
Fact. I feel that, because I'm big on that as far as looking towards fruits and vegetables as being your, not necessarily a cure, but
that is your medicine.
Yeah, it's your medicine. It can prevent things from happening in your life.
Very much so, and I'm very convinced, because it happened to me.
Yeah,
you know, not only that, but it's just like me even like, you know, converting of being like full-fledged plant-based. I've been vegan since 2017 too, because all of this happened in 2017, where I just felt like I'm just like, oh, my world is done for. Right. You know, I'm still training. This happened all the way up until 2018, and from there on out, I just took off. I took off from there, because it was just like, yo, like, of course, I didn't say not one word. I didn't say nothing.
I didn't know nothing about that.
I didn't post it. I didn't say anything, because first and foremost, I don't want to draw attention. I'm not really an attention seeker type of person. I don't care. I don't care for the sympathy. I don't want that. You know, I'm just here to just continuously spread the word, help people, and hopefully just one day just change the world for the better, whether it's through mindset, just overall health and wellness, whatever it is. I'm just hoping that I wake up every single day to really at least inspire one person in this world. Yeah, you know,
I would say that's my why. Like, just knowing I have just one person that I can impact, or that I have that is a supporter. That's what keeps me going. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, as long as I know I'm helping, or I'm, you know, providing something or giving inspiration to the next person, whatever it may be, that's going to get that person to go over the hump that they have in their life. Yeah. I feel like that's that one thing that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, keep me pushing and keep me going. Yeah. You touched on, well, we're talking about it, but are you big on sea moss and black seed oil and things of that
Absolutely.
nature. Yeah.
You know, I actually collaborated with a company recently that had everything I needed as far as for like supplements and stuff like that. But I was already doing that beforehand.
Yeah.
You know, I'm definitely going to lean towards, I mean, the way that I eat is already extremely clean to begin with. And on top of that, I juice bi-weekly or every other week just to share my recipes. Yeah, I just came across a company and collaborated with them that pretty much had everything I need from prostate for men, from black seed oil supplements, from sea moss supplements. Like you normally don't come across a lot of supplements like that to begin with.
Facts.
You know, once you found that, it's just like, okay, like let's maximize.
Yeah.
Let's maximize it.
And some people don't believe it's gonna work at all. Like I know when people get into that state where they hear like I have cancer or I have something of that nature, and then somebody come along like you and say, well, you know, you could eat fruit, make sure you're taking your diet, make sure you're eating clean, make sure you're taking your supplements. You can cure it without having to go through chemo.
Exactly.
What would you tell that person?
Let's focus first and foremost on our nutrition.
Right.
Because actually that is what happened to me. What you just mentioned.
Sorry to hear that.
So with myself,
right.
Like I said, I just locked in. Make sure I was eating more, like, you know, just eating on point. Yeah, I was already doing that. Right. You know, I was vegetarian around this time. Right. Like I literally just like eased my way into being vegetarian. So after I found out what it was, that's when I was just like, it's no reason for me to stay vegetarian. I might as well just go full-fledged vegan. So I would tell them to just let's focus on our nutrition. Let's you know, create like this overall balanced routine in regards to nutrition, detoxing, making sure we are on point with juicing. You know, if some people are not huge in their vegetables. Okay, well, let's juice them. Right. Let's juice them. Whether it's kale, whether it's spinach, right. You know, whether it's collard greens. Exactly. No, seriously, that's actually another green that I actually do use inside of like my juices and stuff like that too. I like to keep it simple for social media because some people they don't want to invest that much time. Right. So I like to start off, and that's why I converted of being like simple juices. Okay, let's do like a 2 ingredient. Let's do a 3 ingredient. Yeah. Whatever the case may be, right? Yeah. So that will be number one in my book is like, let's focus on our nutrition. Okay. And eventually when we build our strength back up and you're not too tired, let's start off small. Let's take some walks so we can get some fresh air, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, leading up to 20 to 30, et cetera, et cetera. Let's start somewhere. Just don't kill yourself. Right. Don't let yourself just die out like that. Yeah. There's no way in hell I can allow anybody to do that.
Yeah. And whenever I hear somebody has cancer, like I've run across plenty of people in the past that had cancer, I always be trying to. Actually, my best friend passed away via cancer, and before she passed away, I was kind of like trying to get her to do everything possible as far as making sure she on top of her fruit, make sure she's on top of her vegetables, make sure that you not eating no meat, make sure that you take your supplements and black seed oil and sea moss and all that type of stuff, and you know. I guess she was in a place where she was like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But
so good.
Yeah, I'm like
yeah, so good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm glad to see you are in a place where you are motivated and you put yourself in a position where you're like, okay, I'm not the only person that went through this. Let me help other people who's going through the same thing. Let me inspire them in that way, because plenty of people, like I said, they just kind of get in that space where they're like, you know, it is what it is, and you know, let themselves go. But yeah, let me switch topics here. So let me switch topics here. So what's your daily routine, man? Let's talk about it. What's your routine? What gets your juices flowing in the morning? You know, is it a good song that you listen to?
I always, for my routine, just in general, and not even necessarily we're like juicing routine, just my overall routine. Yeah. I like to start it the day before. before I go to sleep, I always write down my goals of exactly what's going to be happening the next day, and that happens every single day.
Hold on, real quick, Taylor. Hey, Josh, let me get a tissue. You got a tissue, bro?
Yes, sir. I got
you. Yeah, please.
It's something I'm still getting comfortable with talking about.
Yeah,
you know, it's just that I guess I'm just not to a place full-fledged just yet to where I don't get emotional.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel that.
Because it's just like, those who are around me and those who are really close to me knows.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, when I'm talking and I actually come out and say it a little bit. I try not to say it. I wasn't going to say it, but you mentioned the topic and it was just like,
I didn't even know.
Like, I know you didn't know.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
That's
you know,
crazy.
like when you said that regards to like your best friend, like I just had a client, one of my friends' mother, she was diagnosed with like a tumor and a cancer in her brain. And we were literally doing the same thing. Yeah. Trying to get her to take this. I had a whole plan written out. Yeah. You know, and she had passed away early December. So that's still fresh. So for me, it's just like when the way that you broke it down, it was just like a flashback of us just trying to put a plan together. I'm like, yo, this is like, you know, my friend obviously didn't have like that much resource. I'm like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do physical therapy. We're going to get her walking. Right. But it went away first. They shrunk it and it just came back, but it came back aggressive. Yeah. And just didn't, thank you. And it just didn't work after that.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, unfortunately that happens a lot. And as soon as they start, you know, the chemotherapy process, I feel like it kills you faster.
Yeah. But if this one was actually working, like it was okay, shrunk it, got exactly where it needed to be at, and it just came back. They found some other. It just came back aggressive, and it was nothing that we can do after that. But you know, I was reminded that I tried my hardest. Right. You know, she was like, they was like, yeah, you did everything you can do. Yeah. You put this in motion for us anyway. You know, you put this in our face. Right. And we appreciate that. So
for sure.
I just felt like I failed at that mission. Though,
Nah, you didn't fail. Your being that you tried and you know the steps that need to be done, you took the initiative to do so. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you're not failing at all. You know what I'm saying? You did what you're supposed to do at that point. So, you know. As long as you try, like that's the best thing I can say. As long
seriously.
As you try.
I did everything in my power as if she was my mom.
Exactly.
You know, okay, I would ask every single time, like, hey, what's going on over there? You know, like talk to me. Like, what are the doctors saying? They saying this? I try not to bring it up too much because it's already enough to know that that's their mom. Right. You know, that was, you know. Right. So anytime it's like, hey, you know, take a mom to, you know, chemo or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So with the doctor, what are the doctors saying? Right. You know, like I just, you know, I mean, like if you, it's different when I've trained her, like I try to work, like, you know, I worked her out, like I put her through physical therapy before. This is way before all the, you know, wild stuff happened and even discovered that. It was like way before. So just knowing that I work with you, I have talks with you, detox with you and stuff like that. Like, you know, somebody's mom, like she reminds, you know.
For sure. So how important is it to create content and stay consistent?
It's 100% important because if you do not stay consistent on what you're building for yourself, on the outside is you, first and foremost, you don't take your own craft serious. Right. For one. For two, who else is going to take you serious if you don't take your own self serious?
Nobody.
You need to show up every single day.
Exactly.
Like you own it.
Exactly.
Like, you know, because it's just like, just what all these companies out here, you think they were inconsistent about what they wanted to build for themselves? Nobody was inconsistent. No, we want this every single day. Hence is why you will see me on your TL every single day, 365 days out of the year, because that's what it takes.
Facts, for sure.
That's what it takes. I have my bad days. Yeah. I have days where I'm extremely stressed. Mind you, I do all of this around working like 3 jobs. I work at 2 different clinics with physical therapy, and obviously, you know, I run my own. Right. I'm training people around this. Yeah. You know, I'm as of now, I'm glad it's not too hectic, but it will get hectic eventually. You know, so it's just like I have my hectic days where I'm just, you know, I'm like super duper tired. at times every other day, and I'm gonna just admit it. Like sometimes I drink like 2 pre-workouts in a day, so I'm able to finish all my stuff.
Right.
On top of that, I'm still in school. I'm right now I'm on break, but next month it's go time again.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I do every single thing that you see on top of real life. Mm-hmm. Like I'm really living a real life. Like I really go get it.
Right.
And then go back home, still got to go get it, still create the content, and it's going to be posted the next day.
I respect it. That's why I love your grind. I love your passion behind everything you do, because it's like I know, because I see the timeline. I'm like, damn, I just seen her. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 seconds ago.
Yo, I seen that. It's posted around the same time.
Exactly.
Every day.
I respect
Some people make fun of me, or my people make fun of me in regards to it's like, damn, you move fast. I said that's the only way I know.
Facts. You got to, man.
You move hella fast. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, you gotta get as much as you can, man.
Because guess what? I got another thing to create after that.
Exactly. You gotta get as much as you can done in 24 hours.
In 24 hours, mind you. Like I said, I'm so tired. I train along the side. I don't just train my clients. I'm still training too. Or I'll train before them, and then I train them and then go home. Then having to settle in.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing homework, I have to make sure I knock out the video content before I do my homework.
Right.
And then do my homework and then go to sleep and do it all over again. With full time. I'm full time online. Like,
I commend you. I definitely commend you.
It's insane, but I know that one day, and I believe I drill it in my mind. I've been drilling it in my mind for years that I'm going to put myself and I'm going to make it. It's going to happen. You know, I don't see why it wouldn't happen. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to the numbers like that anymore. Yeah. I used to stress over like, why am I doing that? You know? But it's just like, I really do this. Yeah. I really do this outside of here. If somebody really came across me or, oh, you're this, oh, you know, I love it. I would sit there and make a conversation off the strength of you just even talking to me like, hey, I know who you are. I follow you. Keep doing what you're doing. I get that all the time. Random places. Yeah. Like random. Grocery store, gas station.
That's dope.
I'm going out of town. I've had things, like I had people stop me in Atlanta. I had people stop me. It's really big in, of course, Vegas.
Yeah.
The Shy. Yeah. New York. Yeah. New York is my biggest.
That's dope.
New York and Miami.
Yeah.
Them two. Like, I've had people stop me and be like, yo, I think I just seen you. Like, they would write me before they say something, you know? And I think it's pretty dope. They didn't know I've never had anybody disrespect me. It's like, yo, what? Are you really here right now? Like, I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, I think it's pretty dope.
The thing is, though, because a lot of, as far as creating content, I would say a lot of people look at the numbers and they're like, damn, what's going on? But they don't understand the algorithm of Instagram and Facebook. They show you more the more you do. You know what I'm saying? The more content you post, the more they're going to show you to other audience and other people who like things that you post.
Right.
Or similar things that you post.
Yeah.
So I will say, like, in the beginning, it will be stressful to look at the numbers and be like, what the fuck? But the more you keep pushing it, the more you keep understanding, okay, this tag is working. Okay, this audio is working. This audio reel might work for this content that I want to post. And then you continuously post on an everyday basis and you flip between that as well as photos. It's going to go crazy as far as the numbers. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's going to come regardless. So don't worry too much about the numbers.
Yeah.
Focus more so on the marketing and the campaigns that you're putting out.
That you're putting out. Like, and it all make it make sense.
Exactly.
Like that before, this was like way before. Yeah. Like for me, like as I'm building, like this is before I had a team.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, shit. Like, you know, like, damn, am I doing it right? But I'm just practicing every single day. Like, I look at my juicing videos and stuff like that. I would love to, if I saw myself from another point of view, like from somebody else, I'd be like, this is cool.
Exactly.
I love seeing this. This is good. Maybe, you know, just because it's already my interest, but it's just like, you know, I show some family members and I got some feedback from my uncle. My uncle was just like, hell, you make me want to go make me one of these juices. That shit,
right, for
it looks hella good. He was the advertisement is great.
Yeah.
You make it look like I want to go up in there and go make me one of these juices. Exactly. Like, this is great. He was like, I could taste the drink. I could taste the juice right now. And I don't even know what this juice tastes like. This is great.
Right.
You know, I showed him a few different videos and stuff like that. I was just like, that just kind of gave me the cue to just keep making it the way I make it. Just come up with different concepts of like, hey, this is this juice, or I can make a tea.
Right.
You know, before we got on here, I already dropped the T video. I dropped the T video already. Before I sat down right here, I was like, let me go ahead and drop this T video
Exactly.
so y'all can have this before I get on here and start working.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but yeah, just simple stuff. But these are things that you can utilize so you won't get sick.
Right.
It's crucial right now how bad everybody is getting sick.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to stay on point because I got stuff to do.
Exactly, for sure.
You know, so
yeah. And another thing to touch on as far as you know, just being consistent with content. Whatever business that you guys are running, you have to understand something, right? Whatever people see frequently, whatever they do frequently, wherever they hear frequently, become their frequency. So more times than not, if they see your post, whether you selling a clothes, you selling juice, I don't care what you selling, the more they see it, the more they're gonna say, okay, they're gonna get this much closer to actually buying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's in increments. It's not like they're gonna see it, they automatically they're gonna buy it. But you just gotta think on how you operate. How many times have you seen like a McDonald's? I ain't gonna use McDonald's because we using health and wellness. Let me change it up. So how many times have you seen that car that you wanted or something that you seen multiple times on commercial and you like, okay, this is like my 30th time seeing it. Okay, now I'm gonna go buy it. It takes that much time. It's not like it's gonna happen the second they see it. So you just have to be patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Understand that process and just think about how these big companies operate. They post on that. You see their advertisements on everything. Your YouTube videos, your podcast, what's the word I'm looking for? Commercials. You see it everywhere. So you have to understand they spending so much money on it. You have to do the same. You're not gonna just don't think when you post automatically you're gonna get money. It shouldn't be all about the money.
Right.
But you have to understand the process of it. Obviously you in business because you love something and you want to make a living off of it. But you have to keep your love for it first to make sure that you get the business side and the money.
And you have to stay consistent in order for anybody to want to take you serious.
Facts.
If they can't take you serious, then you present it yourself.
Exactly.
You know, my thing is if you keep doing what you're doing, you know, just piggybacking on what you just said, then eventually they're gonna be like, okay, well, yeah, this person is like dead serious. Like they're dead serious at what they do. And I rock with that. I support that. Not only because you have the drive to do it or, you know, you're consistent with doing it. I see it every single day. So I'm gonna support this person because you know what? I respect this person as a person.
Right, for sure.
Don't even know the person. Exactly. You ain't gotta know the person. Because most majority of your supporters are not gonna be people that you know.
Nope.
Period.
Not at all.
I got people out of the country, UK. Yeah. UK, you know, just different places. It's like, hey, I support you. Hey, from Africa.
Yeah, that's dope.
From
That's
South
dope.
Africa. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. You know, different states and stuff like, yo, whenever I come in your city, I'm working out. I'm thinking to myself, you ain't gonna work out with me. You're not gonna work out with me, but I appreciate that though, you know? Oh, when can I get a session in with you? You may not be able to get a session in with me, you know, but I appreciate, you know, the support.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So that's just, you know, you just got to take yourself serious.
Yeah.
You have to lock in. You have to really boss your life up. If you really want this, you really want this for yourself, you need to build this foundation. And that's why I call it a foundation because it is one if you want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I was gonna say it's a wonderful feeling when people come up to you and they say some stuff like, damn, I thought your brand was on the East Coast. I'm like, nah, you just seen it on the East Coast.
Right.
I'm a West Coast brand, and I love hearing those type of things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because
it's like, oh, okay, you knew somebody that's on the East Coast, New York, Chicago, Midwest. It don't matter where it's at. You seen it on somebody that's in that area.
Yeah.
And I'm over here on the West Coast, and I'm still operating business, but it's a great feeling, like I said, to just know that you're in different places.
Yeah.
Even though
people think I'm from Texas. I get it all the time. Oh, you in Texas? I see TX. I'm like, no, that's my brand. That's TXB, not TX. You know, they was I was just like, well, it says it. I tag my brand every day. Literally, there's not a time where I don't tag my brand. The brand is posted every single day.
Yeah.
Brand page is going crazy too.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, look, like I tell people I'm from California. Like, I'm born and raised in California. I've only been to Texas one time.
What part of California?
Here.
Oh, okay.
I've been between cities my entire life though, but I mean, I'm here.
So. Yeah, for sure. So one thing I like about your brand is that you found a way. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. You've incorporated so many different fields and built the brand around it.
Yeah.
By the training, the clothing, the health and wellness, the supplements, the juicing, everything you able to tap into so many different fields, as well as creating ebooks and things of that nature. Tell people how important it is to do so and understand that you are able to tap into different fields. You just have to understand how to do so.
Yeah, I say don't settle.
Yeah.
If you know that you're good at, I still get people talking to me about like, yo, you have different things going on. I'm like, okay, that's cool because I'm equally great at all of these things that I'm doing.
Right.
So why would I settle when you don't have to? And I say it.
Yeah.
I say it all the time, and I tell people, even if it's just a post, like, yo, don't settle if you know you're great at everything.
Yeah.
Do it.
Exactly.
Do it all. You don't have to just be great at one thing. You know, and to touch base on doing and put it all together. Right. You just got to have the balance to do that. Exactly. Some people just lack in one thing. They just want to focus on one thing because it's just like that's probably what they're stronger at. I'm like, no, touch base on every single thing, whether you just got to go in a little cycle, a little circle to touch base on everything, then that's just what it is. I still have some friends to this day like, hey, like if you know that you can go harder on YouTube, I was like, well, if I got to touch on YouTube here and there, that's just what I'm going to do. But it's still in rotation. Right. It's still, you know, I'm equally going to knock out every single thing that I'm doing, whether it's the brand one day, maybe it's training the other day, whether it's supporting my app the other day, because once you get on that app, my store is already automatically linked up to my app. Exactly. That's just what it is. It's automatically linked up to my YouTube. It's automatically linked up to all my social media. Right. So I'm not really lacking in nothing. Exactly. So it's just honestly keeping up with the balance of everything that you want to do. And I want it all. So I'm going to do it all equally.
I respect
So it's just balance.
Yeah,
you know?
I respect that. So now once you've created all this content and you've done the everyday, done the norm that you have to do every single day to build this brand, how important is it to invest after doing so?
It's not, the thing is, it's not even investing after, it's before.
Right.
You have to invest not only the time, because that's the most expensive thing that we do have, right? You have to be able to not only just invest in the time, it's making the time. You have to invest into the time. And of course, whatever you're doing, hustle, whatever the case may be, you have to invest into yourself full-fledged. Yeah. You have to. Yeah. Like, that's why I work the way I work, so I'm able to do all of this. Yeah. You know, because every single thing that I come out with, you notice I have small commercials, right? If I'm dropping whether I'm dropping like some, like my last one that I just dropped, it's called The Last Drop of 2022 of TXB. Like, that was like a little small commercial shoot that I have to do to present myself, because I like presentation, you know, and the way that I look at things, the way I view things, I just be like, well, I want a commercial behind every single thing that I drop. 2021, I went crazy with all of them. I've dropped 4 different commercial shoots and clothing in that same year. Right. So it's just like, presentation is everything. You have to be, if you're going to come, you better come strong.
Exactly.
Whether people like it or not, it doesn't matter. Like I said, the numbers don't even matter at this point. The way that you present yourself of releasing anything, whether it's big, medium, or small, that comes with a lot of time and a lot of money in investing.
Exactly.
Right? So it comes to before and not after.
Right. I was saying, like, in a sense, as far as obviously we're gonna invest in ourselves and invest in the business, but some people leave it at just that. And I'm touching as far as like most people would take the profits from their business and put it just in a savings account.
Okay.
What is the importance of investing into stocks, investing into crypto?
So we touching down some stocks now.
We touch it basically on everything.
So
we touch it
when it comes down to stocks, because it's two different things in my playbook, right? I been on the stock game. Yeah. Forex, if you want to touch back on Forex. Yeah. I can teach people how to trade Forex. Right. Like off the dribble of me studying this in like 2020. Right. So when it comes down to like having different investments everywhere, is that what you're reaching at?
Yeah, that's what
I think that's something that you need to, it's a requirement that you have to do, because it's just like, you invest into your brand and stuff like that. Of course, profits are going to start off small, short, you know, it's not going to grow the way you want it to grow. You just got to be okay with that for now. Exactly. But when you invest into like the stock market, just in general, like that. Honestly, if you are a true believer in yourself, regards to like what stocks you going to invest into, you better be on top of that. Like looking at the stock market is a different ball game. Right. So it's just like, okay, like if you really with it, I say go for it. Right. You know, but like I said, you need to really go to a master trader when it comes down to that, because like that is, it's a real tricky game. But in my opinion, I think it's like one of the best investments that you can do. Facts. You know, besides actually go get a facility so you can start building equity. Exactly. Like that exactly. I mean, but it all plays hand in hand because you want money everywhere. Yeah, for sure. Like myself. Yeah. Like I can trade. Like trading takes so much time. That's why I stopped doing that. Cause some people still ask me to this day, like, "Hey, you still trade forex?" I'm like, I could teach you how to do the I can teach you how to trade the forex market or just trade the stocks. Stocks, I'm still like, okay, I can be honest with myself to say that I am not a master at that just yet, but I understand the concept. Right. You know, I still have my stocks and stuff like that too. It's still going up and down, and so I still get my notifications. It's just something I just haven't really paid too much attention to, because I know that I have a foundation right here that I need to focus on more, but I know that why I still have my accounts with my stocks and stuff like that, because I'm still paying attention to it. It's just I can't go full-fledged in because it takes up too much time. Yeah. So please, if you feel that you want to do the stock market, I say do it, because it's very smart to do so. And you could just make money in your sleep. Exactly. But be mindful of how much money you're about to invest and how much money are you going to lose. Yeah, that's just, you got to mentally prepare yourself, because once you start losing money, you're like, I don't even want to do this no more. But you have to be confident in yourself to do that, you know? Right. And I'm very aware of it. Options, see, I was taught to learn how to trade options. Yeah. It's different games you can play with this. But I have like a good friend of mine that is a master at his craft. Right. So I can really go to. So I have a resource that somebody can teach me. Like, hey, you know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say his name is Rico's Way. If you want to get up in that stock market and learn how to make some money, he's not from here either. Right. So he's only been out here for like 2 years. This man was able and managed to buy a $1.2 million house out here in Los Angeles from North Carolina. So it's just like, this man, get on YouTube, type in Rico's Way. Yeah. And he's going to teach you how to trade options. He's helped me trade options. He knows that I get frustrated. I'd be like, yo, Rico, I can't do this right now, bro. It takes too much time, you know. But he was able and managed to buy his family, because he has his kids and his people out here too, you know, to do that. So I just have to tell people want to get back into the stock market, I'm like, yo, here you go. Yeah. And that's why we have different that's why I'm surrounded by so many different entrepreneurs, because I'm just like, yo, I'm not a hater. I want all my people to win. So I'm like, hey, you want to do this? Cool. You want to do, like, you want to get big out here and all that? Yeah. We can go to Cool Keith. Yeah. We can go to Cool Keith for that, you know? So it's just, it's fun, you know? So
how important is it to be surrounded by people?
Oh, it's absolutely important. It's important, because now you're surrounded by people that are pretty much on the same mission as you, and they have the same type of mentality as you. Yeah. But you need to understand who you're surrounding yourself around with every day, because it's just like, you know, you're going to vibe with or who you vibe with, but it's just like, it's different when it's genuine. It's so different. The love is different. The support is different. You know, and it's just like, that's something that money can't buy, and I value that. Right. I'm a very genuine person myself, but I value the fact that I'm able to be supported now, and I don't have to do this by myself.
Yeah, for sure. You know? It's a wonderful feeling, and I'll piggyback off of that and just say, it's the worst feeling when you don't have, like, you are that person that has this mentality, like, I'm about to go get it. I'm dry. I got, my focus is on point right now. I want to go do this, and this. And then your friend is on the tip where they like, what party going on this weekend?
I actually have people like that.
They throw you off your whole game.
I'm literally going to touch base on that too, because that's something that I had to detox myself from this past year. Yeah. It's really mentally exhausting.
For sure.
You know, and it's something that I thought about very deeply before I start to like try to make another move. It's just like, sometimes you just grow apart. Right. You're just not on the same page as those individuals, because it's just like, I'm looking at you. I don't know what you're doing, you know? So it's just like, anytime we have a conversation, you know, oh, you want to go to this party or you want to do this, you want to do that. I'm just like, I'm not on that right now. It's page 1 for me.
Yeah, for real.
But even then, I'm really kind of never on that type of time anyway, because I have so much to do on my own. So it's just like, yo, them parties is going to be there. Mind you, I don't even like being around a lot of people like that anyway. Yeah. I don't have nothing to party and celebrate.
I'm
not celebrating nothing because I don't know. In my mind, I try to drive in my mind, like, bro, I have nothing to celebrate right now. I have so much stuff to do. What am I celebrating?
I said that to somebody and they was like, huh? And I'm like, I mean, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying to you. You thinking I'm just saying
because he can't relate.
Yeah, because they looking at it from a standpoint like we live every day, so you're supposed to be celebrating life. I celebrate life by being authentic to myself and working hard towards my goals. That's how I celebrate myself. You feel me? So if I'm gonna celebrate by going to a club or something of that nature, popping bottles and shit, it better be because I didn't hit a goal. You know what I'm saying? Or I did something tremendous that I was like, damn, I can't wait to do
I don't even got to do that when I hit a goal. I'm all right with treating myself to a dinner and chill. And just be like, well, hell, I ain't got to work too hard today because guess what? I already accomplished my goal. Yeah. But I guarantee you the next day, it's like, okay, what's next?
Exactly. Facts. Facts.
But that's how hungry I am for my success, though. You gotta be. I always pray. I pray to God at least twice a day. Just be like, God, please. Like I know that something's coming, but it's just like I'm one of those ones that's gonna get up and go get it raw. Yeah, you know, I don't have to. Let's just touch base on like how this social media world works. Yeah, because it's just like I'm not going to say it's like I'm not gonna say it like this to sell my soul. Right. for me to be at the top. No, I get up every day and I take the stairs. Yeah, every day, every single day.
The slow grind is the best step to take. Like to keep grinding and taking that step by step yourself without anybody giving you a handout, without anybody trying to
zero.
You know what I'm saying? Take anything away from you to get you to that point, and you did it on your own. Nothing beats that.
Nothing beats that. And I just feel like, well, I've always been like this, and that's how I've always stayed. Some people are like, why you don't have an OnlyFans? Why? I get offended when I get that.
I would be offended too.
I always get offended. I know that some people have the concept in their mind, like, cause some people use that as a business tool, like an actual business tool. Like, you can't get this information. You got to pay for this information.
Exactly.
But me, the concept of it, just because I was around for me to know, like, how it started to get popular, you're not gonna throw that at me. You're not even gonna ask me that question. Don't ask me that question because that's just not what I'm on. Yeah. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, full-fledged, just because I'm real, I must have blocked so many people from asking me that. Because it's just like I got like don't ask me no stuff like this because I get it every day. Yeah. I'm really showing up doing what I'm supposed to do, and this is a very competitive field.
Facts.
You know what? Like I said, that's why I would rather be in a field called health and wellness. Yeah. I don't want to be known as a trainer because I really do much more, and I possibly do much more than them. Because it's training. Yes, we can do the intense training. We can make it look good, but at the end of the day, some people don't care about that, or they like the way it looks, but they don't. They just want the results. They don't care about any of the other stuff.
Get there. Nah.
They want your body, but they don't care to even look at how to train to even get your body there, or even look at how you eat to get there, or detoxify your body to get there. For the women, we get bloated often. They don't care what you drink to get there. Yeah. They just want to go ahead and go have surgery. That's just what this world consists of. Yeah. I'm just here to be like, well, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah, for sure. You taking a risk going underneath that needle, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
half of this world is, and it's just like
because you may not gonna
make it out the right way because some people really get sick. Some people share their testimony stories regards to not getting it, but it's just like damn.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just sad.
Sure. So, what do you love the most about your business and just what you do? What do you love the most?
I love being able to continue to do it, continue to grind, I love watching the process.
Right.
I love watching, like, I can look at some old videos that I've done. I'm like, damn, that was trash. And look at the ones I have right now and just be like, damn, this is good.
Right.
I love watching myself blossom. I had a couple of people like, yo, I left social media for like 7 years. I come back, you look different. You look like you just aging backwards.
Right.
I take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Then when I do look at older pictures of myself, I just be like, damn, I do look like I'm aging backwards. So I'm whatever I'm doing is definitely working.
Exactly.
I just love being able to just watch myself grow as a person, watch my work grow for itself. Even though it's not obviously, high end like Nike or whatever the case may be. But it's just like, well, it's my stuff. It's my stuff that I do, that I make. you know, and I take pride in that. And I really stay up and I really do this shit from out of my room. Like, I really go get my merch from my warehouse. And sometimes it could be like frustrating because sometimes it's just like even like other merchants that I like get my books and stuff from, they can be late. Like, I really take huge pride in my business and stuff like that. I'm like, it's growing, it's evolving. I can be better though. Every day I wake up and just be like, it can be better, it can get better.
Right.
Every day.
Yeah, if Nike to go at the end of the day, I would operate.
I gotta outwork Nike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, think you already on the level, but no, you still got work to do.
Yeah,
like you got to put that not necessarily fear, but you have to put that motivation, that inspiration in yourself, and be like, yeah, we on the same level. I just gotta get that name.
I just gotta get where I need to be at.
I just have to put my name on the map so y'all can see it for y'all. But I know it's that. I just need y'all to get to the point where y'all like, okay.
It's just that I got a lot of work to do so y'all can see what I'm seeing.
Exactly.
'Cause obviously we're not seeing the same thing, which is cool. That's cool, but it's coming.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple more years probably for y'all to wake up. We got to wake up. Like, that's why I wake up, so I'm able to wake y'all up to let y'all know exactly what type of time I'm about to be on.
Exactly. So now we're gonna go to a segment that I like to call "What You Choosing." And I ask various different questions, you know, for this particular segment of it. I'm going to be asking you about fitness, health, and wellness, as I should be, because you're a health and wellness coach. So the first question is, what is your favorite area to work out?
I would say I don't necessarily have like a favorite area to work out in because I'm like literally all over the place. So I wouldn't necessarily say a favorite, but if I had to name something, I would just say probably Culver City.
No. I'm saying like as far as like your when you go work out to the gym, you like to work out your arms.
Oh, you talking about body parts? It's legs.
Okay.
It's definitely gonna be legs.
Yeah,
I get made fun of. You work on your legs again? Absolutely.
I feel that. That. Okay, so what would you say your favorite post workout meal is?
A smoothie. My protein smoothies.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
That's automatic. I come home and be like, what smoothie am I gonna make today?
Hey, okay. So I guess that you just answered my next question because I was gonna ask you, would you rather have a juice or a smoothie?
Nope. I'm definitely going towards a protein shake because that's going to recover my muscles, and juicing is obviously going to detox from my body. Right. You know, because juicing is just really just flushing out the body. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It's flushing out the body while protein smoothies are going to help me build the muscle mass that I'm aiming for. You know. So that's
okay. And I think we touched bases on this off air, but what do you listen to when you work out?
I'm gonna say, for the most part, I'm definitely listening to Larry June.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely listening to Larry June. Some people are like, "What you listen to?" Larry June. He just talk what I talk. He speaks my same language. He healthy all over. Like, it's either he healthy, getting at the grind.
Good job, Larry.
You know, that's just what it like, right.
For sure. So at the end of every episode, I always ask my guests to give some legendary wisdom to anybody that's trying to follow or is in the same field, maybe had the same experiences, maybe going through something similar to those that's on the panel. And today it's just me and Taelor B, but I want to ask you to give some legendary wisdom to the upcoming person coming behind you or the person who has been through similar experiences as you.
I would say for what they're building, let me just touch base on that. If you are trying to build a foundation and you don't have a squad, you solo out doing it, do not get discouraged. Right? That's something that I had to drill in my mind because I used to get sad all the time. So with me, I had to just build it within myself to just be like, yo, you're going to get where you need to be at. You just have to keep going, you know, but you have to build the consistency behind it and the discipline behind it as well.
Exactly.
So I say just don't get discouraged, move out of your own way, and just keep building. Eliminate the distractions around you.
Right.
Because some people are going to be distractions and some people are going to really be for you and support you to help you build the confidence of getting yourself to where you need to be at and where you want to be at. So I say just keep going, eliminate the distractions, and just stay consistent and remain disciplined behind that goal. So,
yeah. Okay. Now, I have to obviously give my legendary wisdom to the upcoming entrepreneurs and those who walking the same path as me. What do I want to give y'all today? Trying to think of, I just want to give y'all something real quick, or do I want to go deeper into it?
Go deep.
Trust the process and everything that you're doing. It's gonna very well feel like you're gonna have those days where you kind of question what you're doing, and you have to always have that will withal to know that you have the vision. Everybody else is not going to see it until you make them see it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a slow process, but like Taelor B said, you keep working, you keep grinding, it's gonna come to fruition at the end of the day. And with me personally, I'm like, you know, I've had times where people like they don't understand what I'm doing. You know, I've been persuaded to do other things outside of what I love to do. And you have to be in that space where you kind of like block that all out and know what you want. Put you first at the end of the day, and make sure you continuously pursue your passions, and make sure that that little girl, that little boy that's in you that had this dream stays alive. Because a lot of people let it die, and they um, go through life in a stressful state because they always try to please other people outside of pleasing themselves. Um, and that is the end of Legendary Wisdom. I appreciate you, Taelor B, for coming
Absolutely.
in
Thank
to
you
the
for having me,
show.
for sure.
What's coming next? What's next? What can people expect to come
I'm
soon?
gonna just go ahead and say, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay. And a lot of merch is coming for Kings in Paradise. Queens in Paradise clothing is I'm designing new collections for it, so we working hard on that. Wife Me Collective obviously is going to be having its pieces come. And y'all tune into Legendary Wisdom. Just know you got a next episode coming next Sunday. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm Will Hunters. I'll holla at y'all.